Good morning, cousins. I am going to lead with I'm in a mood this morning. It is the Friday before the next full moon, and I don't know about y'all, but I get really, really spicy, and not the fun kind of spicy, before a full moon. I am extra sensitive. I'm like getting so much clarity on things. And I've got like all the um gumption to like do something about it, right? That combination is immense. I know that that is because being in that state helps me to see the places within me that still need healing in some way or still need attention. And the light of the full moon reveals where our attention is needed. And we're about to do a collective divination ceremony for our wonderful international community of neurodivergent witches, where we're asking where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice. And I suspect that it might be a little bit more pokey, or I'm going to be a little bit more spicy about what it is that we come up with. I, yeah, yeah. I always forget to um, introduce myself. My name is Jen Marie, and I am your cousin. I am you. That's the short of it. And yeah, you know what? I think that I need to also give you guys a little bit more context because here at Weird Brook is a 200-year-old 80-acre homestead where our coven uses for rehabilitation and education and sanctuary. And for the next couple of weeks, for the last couple of weeks, we've had Ocean here. Ocean is our mod god for the day. So thank you, Ocean, for making this stream possible. But also, you know what we're working on? Besides, like, regular homestead farm chore stuff, Ocean and I have dedicated this time to writing or, revamping the current interactive workbooks that we have for our coven. They are educational, expansive. We are creating a tool for our coven to use to expand their magical practice, a radically inclusive structure, uh, process for exploring your nature as a witch, but also your individual giftings and understanding your system. It's so much fun to be working on this. Uh, we are filling it with so much information and support that it would take you years to actually get through all of the content and actually use all of the content. It's set in an annual cycle, so every month has a different, like, 100-page workbook that goes with it. And it's things like 1 month we work on your grounding game. What is your understanding of grounding? What are some practical application exercises that you can do in order to cultivate a deeper and more meaningful relationship with grounding, right? There's another one on your relationship with rest. There's so many ways that we have been conditioned to engage with our life in a way that keeps us small and keeps us, um, keeps us many things, but keeping us small. And this is a process of actually undoing that, exploring your magical practice, and not just exploring your magical practice within the deeper mystery school that we have, but going out into the world and looking for new information and bringing it back to the coven and sharing that information. And we all learn and we all expand. And that's the nature of uh, our coven. That's why we have such an influential group of witches, is because we do this work. Anyway, so, yeah. What is the topic next month? Wouldn't you like to know, Helby? The I only tease because foundations, all of the curriculum at Bright and Dark Center is curated for neurodivergent witches. So we know your tendency to want to read ahead and want to, like, devour the information. But the work that we're doing is embodied. And so it's drip fed so that it forces you to stay present with what it is that you're working on and not read ahead and not start planning for what you're going to do next. And it's really challenging, and a lot of practitioners have thrown me a lot of shade for it, but I stand by it. I know you. I know you. And you'll thank me later, and I'm very confident about that. This month is an interesting one. This month is June, right? So that's the balance moon. And the work that we do at the resource center is multidimensional, where the entire community is working on the same route, but each layer of this community, so foundations are our initiates, and then we have the coven, and then we have the unbound who are responsible for educating and supporting the community. And everyone is working on, again, the same facet, but different, the same root, but different facets of that root. So where foundations is working on their relationship with perspectives and addressing the perspective that they were indoctrinated with and learning how to, like, shift that and undo that, the belief that your life is happening to you and shifting to your life is happening for you. And then when you get into, um, When you get into the guild, it's a lot to remember, guys. So the guild, they're working on the next level of that. So once you get the perspectives down, you're able to engage in the deeper mysteries of it. Uh, Ocean, do you remember what the guild is this month? Perspectives. Is it presence? No, that's not it. They're looking for me. There are 36 different programs. And I wrote all of them. Oh, yes. So, perspective, you shift into your relationship with the elements. Because once you start seeing your world as this collaborative experience, which you begin to learn when you start engaging with your perspective of, oh, my life is happening for me. Well, it's also this collaborative thing. So we take you into your relationship with the elements as sentient uh, beings doing their own thing and looking at the ways that we've been taught to command the elements and to force them or bend them to our will. That's the kind of that's what we are deconstructing is our obsession with control and manipulation. So yeah, it's layered. It's fascinating. Anyway, so Ocean and I are working on those workbooks, and it is I'm so excited to be able to give this tool to witches and see what they're gonna do with it. Mm, yeah. Okay, let's do this, shall we? I'm gonna start by taking 3 deep breaths, and then I'm going to do what I do to get my system prepared for divination so that I can get the clearest messaging. You do what you do, and then we'll all come together. And Lisa says it's hard when everyone learns differently. That's the thing, though, is that my mind, I'm a polymath and a diagnosed autistic savant. I love the puzzle of it. Love it. I love the parameter working within parameters and creating a new thing. Um, and so the fact that everyone that we work with, all of the witches are so unique and so different is the most glorious challenge for me. I love it so much. I could like really get into it, but yeah. Is learning patience a part of shadow work? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's more like learning to trust the unfolding of your life too. Mhm. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do this. Your market set go. I humbly invite all that is fire within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is air within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is earth within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is water within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I beckon to this system. May we now align as one. For my cousins are the elements, and so the moon and sun. I call to those who love me. You are welcome in this space. For our nature is united, sharing magic, life, and grace. And now we make a declaration of intention. What are we here for? What are we doing? I choose now, in this moment, to align with my whole self. To pull the book that tells my story from its place upon the shelf. I enter now this circle made of trust and hope and power. And I show up for my practice in this place and at this hour. Because I am home. and I'm covered in critter glitter. That's how you know you're home, right? Uh, this is gonna seem really random, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Are you one of those witches that I okay, let me rephrase this. I am one of those witches that as soon as my eyes open in the morning, I've got some song, something, like, playing on repeat in, like it's like I have, like, a million tabs open, but there's this, like, whatever playing on repeat. Yesterday's song, we will not mention because it was hell all day long. Yeah, Ocean said it in the comments. All day long yesterday. But today is so here's the other thing is that I don't actually know the names of the artists that sing, like, songs, and most of the time, I don't even know the words, so I'm just, like, fumbling through it, but it's still stuck in there. I don't know how a song can be stuck in your head and you don't even know the words to the song, like, how does that work? Because it's playing, like, the full thing back there anyway. So I'm sitting here about to shuffle, and I'm got that song. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me? It doesn't stop. And then, of course, everyone around me, because it's a vocal stim for me, it becomes a vocal stim for the day also because it's, like, on repeat. Everyone around me gets exposed to it too because I can't help myself. Like, I am that kind of autistic. I am the music I can put music to absolutely anything that anybody says. Like, it it, yeah, gift. And I love that. Echolalia okay, so before I get into this, before I start shuffling, let's have a talk about, like, echolalia. It's one of my favorite things about hanging out with a bunch of neurodivergent people is what happens with echolalia when you have like 10, 20 people that all experience that same kind of echolalia. It reminds me a lot of turkeys. Have you ever been around a flock of turkeys? Like, you'll, like, make a sound and it'll, like, startle the whole flock. They'll all right? It's like that. Someone will say something and it cues something, and the next thing you know, there's a full-on musical happening, and everyone's singing along, and some have choreographed, like, dances about it. I love that about our community. It happens every single time we all get together in a group. We get to experience some kind of, like, "My life is a musical," because there's also a bunch of there's an absurd amount of, uh, ex-theater kids among witches because we're creative and expressive. Glitter and grimoires, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. That is one way to find your people, is to start something and start saying a song. and your people will finish it. They can't help it. They're neurodivergent, right? That too. I tease a lot of the witches about the sound of a tattoo gun also being something that really draws witches together. Okay. All right. We did it. Finally. Look at us. We haven't even started yet. Happy Friday, witches. Circle back. Let's lock in. Where does our attention need to be today to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? Because clearly we need a little bit of direction. Let's do this. The Queen of Swords upright. I'm trying not to influence you with my interpretation of this. So I'm going to read directly from the card so that I don't influence your initial interpretation of what this card means to you. This card represents a facet of your relationship with your life that needs attention right now. The Queen of Swords is telling you to make judgments without emotion. Take inventory of all of the facts before making a decision and come to an intellectual conclusion. You want to be compassionate, but you have to think with your head rather than your heart right now. Be independent and don't lean too heavily on anyone. And then the reverse, because it's about the whole card, especially with these real broad readings when there's so many of us involved. Your emotions are running wild. So start thinking more objectively. Look at the facts before making rash judgments. Don't worry about upsetting others. Follow your heart and do what you want to do. Everyone else will get over it. And if they don't, oh well. So I'm letting you brew on that and think about it. I'm doing the same. It is not lost on me that I was just talking about this nature at the beginning of this reading. All right. Ready? The Queen of Swords, when they show up in my cards, to me, this represents like the boss bitch, right? The like strong corporate, like a strong, like what is considered a strong independent woman, who knows what she wants and isn't afraid to just say it and do it and like would expect nothing less, right? And that Queen of Swords is often cast into the bitch zone, right? They're the bad guy because they have no feelings. They have no feelings, right? But what they're actually doing is not taking responsibility for somebody else's emotions about something either, right? They recognize that it's not their job to make sure that everyone is comfortable with the decisions that they're making. Like if it doesn't involve them and it doesn't influence them, why does it matter, right? That's that very logical looking exactly at the facts and making a logical decision about your future and what you're doing, how you're investing in your life from a place that makes the most logical sense instead of like, oh, well, what will the neighbors think? Or what will so and so think about, this decision, even though it's the decision is in your own best interest. Like anyone that cares about you and what you want in your life would be supportive of whatever decision that you're making. Your success is a real or you, like, heading towards success is a really good, um it's not a really good filter for your friends, but it's also a really good experience for you to see what friendships are worth investing and nurturing through that experience anyway. The Queen of Swords is on a mission, and they're gonna do what they need to do to get the outcome that they're going for. And if it makes you uncomfortable, that's your work to deal with, not the queen's. She's gonna do what she needs to do. It's not, that they don't care. It's that they recognize where their authority is, and they're navigating within that space, right? Does that make sense? So, is there a facet of your relationship with your life right now where you are, like, faced with some kind of decision, and the decision that you feel in your gut is the, like, right decision for you, you are resistant to doing it because you're, "Well, what will they how will they feel about that?" Like, again, if the decisions you're making are directly influencing somebody else's lived experience, that's different, right? That's different if you've made an agreement that you're like, you're building a life with someone, whatever. If you made agreements, yes, talk to them about it, whatever. But what I'm talking about is the people that, like, you are wanting to, I don't know, start a local book club, but the only night that you're available is on Friday nights, and that's the night that, not just start a book club, but it's really important to you. It's something that you've been wanting to do for a really long time, and you just haven't been brave enough to just, like, do it, and you get this opportunity at a local bookshop to host a book club, but the only night they can do it is on a Friday night. Well, that Friday night is the night that you hang out with your neighbor, right? You guys do that. You have you're friends with your neighbor. Well, for you to turn that down, that would be absurd. It'd be absurd for you to turn that down, right? Your neighbor can come with you, come and support you in this thing that you're doing. It's not like you're not going to, there aren't any other opportunities, right? To shift that. But if you're not going to do it because you don't want to upset your neighbor, because then, like, what will they think? That's the kind of stuff we're talking about. Okay. Um, yeah. You like adjusting your dream so that because you want to be accepted by someone or I don't know. Does that make sense? Now we gotta look at what we're in resistance to or in denial of that is influencing our ability to, like, move in this Queen of Swords energy. The 7 of Cups reversed. So, let's look at this. You may be chasing an unattainable fantasy. It's time to face reality. Remember, you're in resistance to or in denial of this. Ground yourself in the real world and focus on the goals and intentions that will get you where you need to be. Alternatively, the smoke may finally be clearing and you could be seeing things for what they are. Pay close attention. And the upright is pay attention to your imagination in both the real world and in your dreams. Take action to ensure that your dreams become reality. Don't sit idle and expect things to manifest on their own. Evaluate options closely and wisely before making decisions to ensure the best outcome. You're going to brew on this. If your guides were using this card to communicate a facet of your relationship with your life, what are they talking about? That you are in resistance to or in denial of. Okay. So, I think the most recent time that I pulled this card, it has in these readings that I do with you guys. Uh, this 7 of cups had to do with needing to identify really what is illusion, what is a fantasy, and what is reality, right? And the full moon asks us that too, right? But with this, we are looking at some kind of relationship with, I mean, it feels like someone else or someone's else, right? Like a social group of some sort. And you are needing to make a tough decision about what you are going to be doing with your life. And that social group or whatever, something, there's turmoil about that in some way, whether it's jealousy, whether it's um, like you've been really wanting to fit in with this group and invested a lot in this group and thought that you were going to build a like life with this group in some way, right? And so you've been working toward that. And there's this question, is that reality or are you working toward an illusion? What is the illusion? This opportunity that you have to do something that is more in alignment with your personal goals or continue with this like either partnership or group uh, thing. What is the illusion here, right? Are you wishful thinking in some way? And there's definitely the clue in would be that you're lost in the dynamic somehow. Uh, your like Queen of Swords energy isn't present in what this Seven of Cups reversed vibe is, this dynamic. So you're like confused and overwhelmed and feel a lack of purpose. Mhm. I'm feeling into if there's any more from this because Seven of Cups doesn't usually have to do with like relationships. It's not so pointed. It does feel like that though, that you need to pay close attention, like analyze your situation. Bridget, it is funny. Okay. So the homework for today would be to look at your dynamic, this dynamic that concerns you in some way. What will they think? How will it affect them? If I leave, how will they keep it together, right? How will they carry on without me? Whatever that Queen of Swords, right? So what we need to do is to see what is real. What's the truth here? And you could sit and make a list even if you want of what is the truth about this uh whatever social dynamic that whoever you're concerned about judging you in some way or not being happy about the decisions that you're making. uh Pay close attention. Like, what is real about that dynamic, that, like, smoke clearing? Allow the smoke to clear and ask the real questions. That's that's what I got. That's what I got, guys. It's not a fun thing to do, but it really does help taking these moments of like, "Okay, how am I lying to myself? How am I letting, uh, someone else's emotional experience navigate the decisions that I'm making in my life?" This is your life. Okay, let's close out this working. I'll be back tomorrow morning, and we're gonna do this again and ask, where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? And, if you wanna hang out with me between now and then, come to the app space that we created. We created this app space for witches that are wanting to engage and to show up in community. This isn't a space that you can just, like, lurk and not invest anything, right? We, don't charge for this space. We don't want your money. We want you to act like show up, to bring who you are to this space, whatever that looks like. And, so here it is. Boop, boop. And yeah, let's close out this working. Hand on your heart, take a deep breath. This working is now closing, but the magic has just begun. I humbly thank the elements and both the moon and sun. To all who chose to bless this flow, I now sincerely thank you. May our practice be expansive and our course be clear and true. All right. All right, witches. That's it. That's all I got. Remember, until we meet again, if you can't be good at it. All right. Bye.